Origo. Ori, stay honey. Don't go anywhere, Joci Pápai, because this song is amazing. Should we talk about Hungary? Let's do this! Debin. This song, Origo from Joci Pápai, this is giving me life. It is mysterious. And it falls on the ears and you cannot forget it. There is, of course, a very strong social message here. He sings of the pain and the discrimination he has faced as a Romani man. He is of Romani descent, and with that comes a lot of drama. People do not always treat you equally, and he is rising above. He is slaying. The song discusses falling in love with a white woman who is not Romani. He's still doing his thing. He's still following his heart. In Amsterdam, he told us, I added rap because rap is the quickest way to express a lot of emotion and a lot of words, because he has a lot of words to say, and I'm feeling every single one of them, even if I don't understand the language. And that is the power of this song. It's cutting across borders. I love it.
It's a folklore masterpiece, isn't it? And, you know, yes, it's padded out with a lot of rap, but it's a lecture. It's a lecture kind of woven into a melody. This is really good. This is really, really good. And the fact that it's got social issues kind of within it just makes it even more compelling.
And people are really responding to this. You know, Hungary has a very conservative government, and yet they invited him, a Romani male, to sing at the most important national day in the country. That is hugely significant. We've talked to him about this in our interview at Eurovision in concert. I just find this very touching. I think it's very sincere and very authentic. A lot of people have a story behind their song, but his is real. His is his own. No one else wrote this. This is him, and you feel that realness. We use this word realness all the time, but he is serving that Romani perseverance. I'm gonna do my thing even when the haters say I can't realness, which I totally respect. The staging in Hungary, yes, you have a belly dancer, but it was very tasteful, and it was, again, traditional and real. And he doesn't need lots of spectacle because it works, but I think in Ukraine they'll be able to dial it up a little and it will be even more magical. I think this is a real dark horse to do, you know, top 5. I think it's so powerful and so lovely, and it's not in English, yet people who don't get Hungarian still love it.
Hungary can really tell stories. I mean, with András, Kelly Saunders, with Running, again, that was a very similar kind of, a song with a message on a much bigger stage. And these entries tend to do quite well at Adal. And Origo has been gaining momentum since then, beyond the borders of Hungary, because this issue of the persecution of travellers or Romani gypsy people, it touches on Romania,
yes.
Touches on Poland, touches on Bulgaria. So this is a much wider, much bigger issue. And his voice, I have to tell you, he sings so beautifully. It just touches you there, you know. This is brilliant.
It's been interesting. A lot of people this year with the Celebrate Diversity theme have spoken of Russia, which of course was going to send a very interesting form of diversity as well, a different shade of diversity. I think Joci Pápai is doing the same thing, because we don't really talk about Romani issues. We talk about man, woman, black, white, gay, straight, but we don't mention Romani.
Abled, disabled.
Yeah, and it's really nice that this is another element to the Celebrate Diversity theme, which it's kind of passing people by. No one's talking about it. Well, you need to talk about it because this is important.
But I think universally it's not a much spoken about issue, because people don't really understand the traveller community and don't really understand the issues they face.
Not having a nation, for instance, is what he told us in our interview, which is a big issue.
Yeah. And he's bringing that to the foreground.
In any case, we should go around and give our scores out of 10 with a justification and an explanation or prediction of whether it will make the final.
To me, the hook is a complete earworm, and when I locked my scores in on March the 27th, it was one of the ones that really stood out for me. It's an 8.5.
Excellent. My score is an 8. I really love it, and I would have given this a higher score. I've now seen it live since submitting my score, but Ernst & Young, our accountants, do not allow us to change our scores. This, to me, is perfectly situated between pop and spiritual, between modern and traditional, because the moment it comes on, you're like, you stop in your tracks what you're doing. And I think there was a lot of hype around Gabby Toth in the Hungarian final, and I too was on that bandwagon, and it kind of blinded me to the song. But now seeing this in isolation on its own and then compared against the other Eurovision songs, this is so good.
And that melody just sticks with you. It's just, I think it's just really brilliant. Will it qualify? I hope it does.
100%.
I hope it does. I think staging really plays a major part in this, and it has to be, no interpretive.
But the thing is, the dancing here, not whirling dervish, but that dance even seems real, the way she does it and executes it. This is authentic. This is not gimmicky. It's not gimmicky at all. I think they could just take what they did in Hungary and go with it. They would still make the final. I mean, I think they'll turn it up and make it better. I'm not saying they should.
I think an LED backdrop just kind of, almost like Georgia's Tamara Gaciceladze kind of bringing up headlines of, the issues that the people are facing and what the song is talking about. Because let's not forget, songs that aren't sung in English don't reach as many people, certainly in terms of the meaning behind the songs. So I think the LED could be very useful in propelling this even further.
I think they should also push the line, frankly, about him being of Romani descent, because in the introduction, in the postcard, when the commentators make their comments, they will mention that.
No, they don't always do.
But they often do. And I think that you have to play it strategically and get the point out there. More of them will do that, and people will understand your song. In any case, we are not the only Wiwi bloggers. There are 38 participating in the Wiwi Jury this year all around the world, and they too have submitted scores. And we're going to present the average right now.
7.13.
It's a good score.
It's a good score.
Anything over 7 in the Wiwi Jury, when you're dealing with 38 different personalities from different cultures, is excellent. This is strong. This is very strong.
And just to point out again, as William said, this was on March the 27th. We hadn't heard it live then. It can only get better.
It can only get better. OMG. What do you think? Are you loving Joci Pápai? Do you think that his song is headed direct to the final? And where do you think it will finish in the final? You can let us know here on Wiwi Blogs.
Like, subscribe, add your comments, and we are on Instagram, Snapchat, Pinterest, Tumblr, YouTube, Facebook.
Everything social. Kusi, kusinum, say pen.
Kusinum.
We'll see you later. Bye.